He hasn't been on the show in a long time. Jason Mantzoukas has returned, triumphant champion. We're going to get into a lot of different stuff. And then an old friend comes back to visit us. All of that and more, all on today's...
Comedy bang bang, 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 comedy bang bang.
2 eggs sunny side up, cloudy meatballs down, Java, Java, Java. Let's start the show. Welcome to Comedy Bang Bang. Ooh, these new catchphrases. I'm enjoying saying them all, I must say. Thank you so much for that one, Tom Cool. Hey, this guy's cool.
Oh, boy.
It's right there in his name. Thanks so much, Tom Cool.
Not interested.
You're not interested if a guy names himself Cool? What if this is his Christian name?
I cannot imagine that he was given the name Tom Cool by his parents.
Well, now, Cool, the last names or surnames are normally the job that your ancestors had. So what if he was an Iceman, where he delivered blocks of
or
ice
if he
to
was
everybody?
Professionally cool.
Yeah, like Fonzie was.
Back when we had cool dude, back when being cool was
cool
a
dudes on the
profession.
payroll.
Yep.
Welcome to Comedy Bang Bang for another week. Hump week of Hump Month.
I'm sorry, is this Hump Month?
This is Hump Month.
Am I not aware of this being Hump Month?
Yeah, June is Hump Month.
It is?
It lets you know that 2016 is right around the corner.
Really? This is it? This is the Hump Month. Okay.
And this is Hump Week of Hump Month.
Week of Hump Month.
Yeah, so rent...
This is Hump Squared.
Rent is due in
Hump
a couple
it
of
up.
weeks. Oh, hump up the jams.
Let's hump up. I was going to say hump up the jams.
Welcome to Comedy Bang Bang. Scott Aukerman, your trusty host here.
Jason Mantzoukas, your co-host, official co-host of Comedy Bang Bang.
No,
officially
never.
The co-host.
Never.
Being groomed to take over the show. Jason Mantzoukas, write in if you want it.
This is a serious question I have.
Oh, I would love to answer.
Were I to perish... And I think that
Which you will.
I will. Well, sure. Certainly we all will. We're on on that.
But you for sure will.
Yeah, well.
Not that I know anything, but.
We're on that race to death, and we all hope we come in last.
Absolutely.
But were I to perish, and I hope that when I die, people will say he perished, not that he died.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because perish sort of implies there was some sort of drama to
you
it.
are a perishable. You are a human perishable.
Leave me out in the sun long enough, and I spoil.
Oh, yes. You just like rancid meat.
But were I to perish, Jason, I don't know that I would put it in my will. I would imagine there would be some sort of fight to take over this time slot.
This is the Tonight Show?
Yeah,
Yep.
Exactly.
Okay.
Would you do it? Would you be one of the people who would want the gig?
It depends. How hard do I have to fight for it?
Okay, this is great.
I feel like I am owed it, frankly. I feel like it should just be given to me. It should be bequeathed to me. I feel like we should all be called into a lawyer's office. Mm-hmm. At which point your will be unsealed and it will be read aloud.
Okay.
And the room will be full of podcasts greats.
You don't really see a lot of that anymore, the whole reading a will aloud in a lawyer's office.
I agree, which is why this will be filmed. I think you should stipulate that it be, please, let's do this.
You would see that a lot in...
Just make a will.
With all the podcast greats, have it be you and Marin and Hardwick, all just jockeying.
Just like, we want it. We're all hungry for it.
Who's this? The Ace Man. The Ace Man's here. Oh, boy, that would be fun. Hey, welcome to the show, Jay.
Yeah, it's cereal. It's everybody from
Ira
all
Glass
of them.
is there. They all want Comedy Bang Bang.
Corolla is there. Joe Rogan is there.
Oh, boy. I love it. Oh, they're all on the edge of their seats.
And inexplicably Terry Gross.
Welcome, J-Dog. I have not seen hide nor hair of you.
I know. How are you? What's going on, friend?
I've been great. We just wrapped up the season 4 of the Comedy Bang Bang TV show recently.
Congratulations.
I've been out of the public eye since
I know.
then.
I feel like I have not seen you at all. Was it a successful season?
It's very successful.
Has all of it aired already?
No, only half has aired.
Are you airing them all at once?
We are airing them all
style?
on top of each other.
Yep. Concurrent airings.
Like all those Friends episodes that were on top of each
I
other.
think that's very smart.
Yeah, it's a wonderful rollout strategy.
Plus, people just don't have the time to watch so much television, so watch
Just watch
everything
22
concurrently.
minutes. Yeah, exactly. No, the Kid Cudi episodes are going to start airing next month. Now, I've edited 10 of those, and they're all really, really good.
Amazing.
And,
how was he
shot
to work
the
with?
other 10. He was great, and we'll hopefully have him on the podcast very soon talking about that. And the episodes are really, really good, and not losing a step, I have to say. I think they're really great, and hopefully
You sure?
Yeah, I'm absolutely.
Seems
100
like you're trying to convince me.
Well, I mean, look, what is it going to take to get you to watch this show?
Already a fan of the show. So, and I love Kid Cudi, so I'm predisposed to love this.
Well, I would really like you to watch it.
The only part I'm not a fan of is your part of the show.
Okay, I understand.
I just feel like it would be a better show if
Jason,
I hosted it.
I hear that a lot. I don't need to hear it from my friends.
Since I'm taking over Bang Bang the podcast,
Sure.
will I take over Bang Bang the TV show?
I honestly think...
Should you perish? When you perish.
This is serious. I think...
Thank you for letting me know this is serious.
And this is absolutely... This is with complete candor.
Oh, thank God. Well, in the Divergent series, you would be Candor. Or you would be, okay.
I know you're reading those. We talked about it.
Don't worry about it.
In episode 300, I believe.
Don't worry about it. I'm on to Maze Runner.
But I think that Comedy Bang Bang, the TV show, I actually think that someone should take over that. I think,
you do?
Yeah, the format is so good and so unique.
You should have a season. I would like this. You should have a season where you are Tonight Show style, like choosing who your successor is, and is it going to go to Letterman or Leno kind of thing, where you are, you know, who will get the show,
take it over. I think I'm kidnapped and someone has to step in and they just get it.
Yeah,
you know,
I'm done. I'll do it.
Yeah.
Great.
I think it would be fun, wouldn't it? Like
I think 100%.
Like just get some new blood in there.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
I believe I've pitched you. I would like there to be an episode where I am like a Gary Shandling style guest host because for some reason you haven't shown up.
Right.
You know, and if you want to make it that you've been kidnapped, that is fine.
We're definitely thinking about that.
The reveal is that I am behind your kidnapping.
Oh, I like it because you look Arab.
Hang on, man.
Would you say Heynong man?
I said hang on, man.
Heynong man.
Heynong man.
New T-shirt. Heynong man.
Heynong man. You know, it's a classic Heynong man.
This is
H-A-Y-N-O-N-G.
a total Heynong man situation.
Heynong man.
Oh, Jason.
Oh, Scotty.
What's been going on in your life? I know you moved to an undisclosed location.
I've moved to an undisclosed location, which is lovely. I bought an undisclosed location. I have just moved into it. Very exciting.
Does this place have a shitter?
No. No. I bought a house that specifically just has it has an outhouse.
Okay, well that's good. Yeah, you don't want that kind of smell in the house.
I don't, and I don't want guests pooping up in my house. So
that's one way to keep them out.
So I have a porta potty out in the back, and it's classy.
Oh, but it's a classy one.
I put a chandelier in the porta potty.
Oh yeah, you have those raised sinks.
Yep.
What are those called?
I don't know.
I had one once.
Really?
Remember when those were in vogue? I had one in one bathroom.
No, I don't know what you mean.
You know the sinks that aren't...
I know what you mean now.
Yeah,
yes,
okay.
now that you've done a hand motion that tells me what you mean. Yes, I get it.
So now that you know these sinks...
Don't make a jerk-off motion. Keep it classy, man. This is a fucking family show.
People want to know...
Who?
About the fans. The fans are interested.
Fans.
You haven't been on the show in quite a while. It
know.
seems like it's been just about a year, maybe.
I think maybe.
But people want to know what you're up to. I mean, certainly you have your own podcast, but
I do. I have the How Did This Get Made podcast on the Earwolf Network. Find it on iTunes.
And you guys have not been in the same room together, nor will you ever be again.
We just did. We just did 2 episodes live in New York all together, and they were glorious. Really exciting. Hercules in New York, starring Arnold Schwarzenegger, which is in his first film role, which is legit terrible.
Wait, so the Rock was in Hercules too?
He was just recently in Hercules.
Interesting. Yep. So they both tried it out and it did not...
Lou Ferrigno as well.
Really?
Very famously.
What is it about these muscle men where they go, you know what? I'm looking in the mirror and I think that I could play Hercules.
I think everybody looks at a muscle man as like, what strong man can this person play?
Well, in a way it's better than, like what role realistically would people buy this person as, Yes. Like more realistically, it's like every time Arnold Schwarzenegger is in a movie, you expect one person to go, hey man, what's up with your accent?
Yes. Yeah, how am I supposed to believe? I mean, in this movie, he's meant to be a Greek god.
Yeah.
And has like...
But in something like Kindergarten Cop or whatever, it's like, hey, man, how often do you work out? Are you like 5 hours a day? How do you even hold a job?
I agree. Or how about Twins, where he is a straight-up scientist? Where he's a scientist who has an Austrian accent and is built like a bodybuilder.
Right.
It's bananas. Not Twins, Junior. Sorry, Junior is what I mean.
Junior.
Not
Junior.
Twins.
That's
Twins,
the one where he...
gets pregnant with a baby.
How does he
do it? And then cross-dresses as a woman in order to cover it.
Does he stick his penis into his butt? Like, how does it happen?
He sticks his penis in his butt because he's ovulating from his butt. Because he has a butt-gina? Is this what you wanted? Is this what you were wanting?
This is what I wanted! This is what you want out of a J-man. Yeah. Do people call you the J-man?
People call me J-man or J-dog all the time. And by people, I mean you, and I hate it.
I will never stop.
Never stop.
What is happening with, people are very concerned about your dating life. They want to know that you're happy.
I don't think they are.
They hear about you flipping through vaginas earlier in your
career.
Just flipping through
like a paperback book. like a Patricia Highsmith novel.
What is it about paperback books that you just like flip through? You don't even read them. You
like a
money counting machine.
Yeah, yes, exactly, like a money counting machine in a drug dealer's den.
You've been flipping through vaginas like a money counting machine.
That's $100,000.
Oh, I like that image of you. But are you happy in your life? Are you?
I'm happy in my life. I am single still. If that's what you're asking.
Well, that's what the ladies want to know. The ladies are very interested.
Do ladies listen to podcasts?
I don't know.
Do ladies listen
I've never
to this,
figured
Scott?
that out. Of course,
are there any women who tune into the Comedy Bang Bang podcast?
We have wonderful. I like to think this podcast in particular is all inclusive. I like to think it's for everybody.
It is. I know that. I feel like there are plenty of wonderful women tuning into this. And ladies, hello. Welcome.
Is that the way you talk to ladies? Because I'm sensing the problem now.
This is how I talk to ladies. Hey there, ladies. Hello, you listen to podcasts?
If there were to be a female listener out there... and we're only saying that because that is your preference.
Yes.
But if there was a female listener out there who was her preference was males, and her preference actually was males who were a lot like you, who was into you, and were to reach out to you somehow no, there's no way to reach out to you.
There isn't really, nope.
How do you date then?
How do I date then? Without any kind of social media presence, so that people can contact me out of the blue.
Back when I was
let me know that they want to date me.
Back when I was dating, it was pre-social media.
Sure.
And I got by just by walking around being handsome and people coming up to me and going, hey, I want to date you.
Handsome or handsy?
Heynong, man.
Heynong, man. I like that we are both writing the word Heynong man down so we don't forget it.
I had fear in my eyes and I forgot it and I pulled it out at the last second.
I'm impressed. And you used it correctly as well.
But how do you do it? How does a J-Dog, how do you meet a woman? Do you see her eyes from across a crowded room? And
I just go to crowded rooms.
That's
and
how you
I
do
look
it.
across them and I see if
like
anybody
fish
catches
in a barrel.
Yeah. And I then when I make eyes, when I lock eyes with somebody across the room, I walk across the room and I say, "Hey, Nong Man," and then it's on, and then we're just
and it's on like Nong Man.
It's on like Donkey Nong.
Oh boy!
Do you want paper? What do you want?
Hey, you want paper? What do you want?
Hey, you want paper? Hey,
who's
baby.
this guy?
Hey, baby.
Who's this guy? Is this the paper seller character that you've been working on?
Paper? Oh, yeah. Is The Office still on? I'm trying to get a job on The Office.
Okay, you're going to be
paper.
Severely disappointed.
Really? Oh,
yeah.
No.
Oh, wait, do you mean an American Workplace?
Yeah.
Also off.
Oh, bananas.
Well, is this your banana selling character?
Hey.
But you know what? I would say that you're at the height of your powers.
At the height of my powers, but let's be honest, it's not cute anymore to be single, I think, at my age.
Right,
I think it's not a cute thing to be a 42-year-old man who's single.
But do you want...
Probably not cute to talk about it on a podcast either.
Well, is that a fear for women who date you that you're going to be talking about them on these podcasts?
Well, that's all I do, bro. All I do is slay tang and then get on the casts to talk about it.
Slay tang?
Oh, bro, slay tang. Are you kidding? Yeah, that's like, you know that,
man, slay tang?
You know my new Earwolf podcast.
What's that?
Talkin' Tang.
Talkin' Tang.
Talkin' Tang. Although now I'm just doing Lycus. Now I'm just doing Atomian's Lycus.
That is one of the only podcasts with 2 apostrophes. Talkin' Tang. Yeah.
Talkin', and it's an end.
And it's an end and then a start right next to each other.
Perfect.
Those are like 2 boobs,
by the way,
right next to each other.
So that's the image. Will fans please make an image for Talkin' Tang the podcast?
And it's just 2 apostrophes.
The apostrophes are boobs.
Yeah, so it's a closed one and an open one, and they're just boobs.
I would like that. Please, everybody, let's make that, and then maybe I'll make that podcast.
Yeah, I actually am very interested in that.
Yeah, right after I make the other one that I think I came up with in How Did This Get Made, which is the Chardonnay podcast.
Oh, what is that?
We all just drink Chardonnay and talk.
Oh, that sounds like a dream.
It's like a ladies' book club.
Oh man, I would love that. What the
Shardcast, I think I called it.
Shardcast. That sounds disgusting, actually. But you want to be married, even though you want to be married. With the singularity coming. What is identity anyway, and why should we be tethered to not only these bodies but with other bodies?
Oh well, are we going to get into Ex Machina? What How are we coming at this? Oh, with the singularity. Shame on you. No, of course I want to be in a relationship. I'm again, I'm middle aged at this point. This is getting to be ridiculous.
You hope.
I hope. Yeah.
You may have been middle aged at 23. For all you know,
we simply don't know. Which would only give me a few more years on Earth.
Yeah, 23 could have been your hump year.
Oh God.
When you think about when you think about it, at what year did you have sex the most? And that is probably your hump year, and then you can calculate when you're going to die.
No.
Yeah. So
why do you think that?
Think of the year that you had the most sex, where you were just talking tang and just slay tang.
Oh yeah, just talking tang.
You're just slay tang all year, and then double that, and that's the year you're going to die because that was your hump year. This is a good theory.
It's a great theory, by the way. And is it that you think, does your body know?
Your body knows, so you're getting it out of the way.
Your body is like, no, you're going to die at this point, so I'm going to give you, at the middle of your life, I'm going to give you the most sex. So I'm going to guess somewhere in my 30s. I'm going to guess that I'm going to live to be in my, then if your theory is true, somewhere late 60s, I bet.
I'm late 50s at best.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Yeah, boy.
Poor Kulop.
Poor Kulop. Well, the widow Kulop. Look, when you're listening back to this after I've died, there's a lot of references to me dying.
Oh yeah.
If you're listening back to this after I'm gone, this is morbid. This is good. But
in all likelihood, this podcast will serve as your living will. Speaking of which, do you have a do not resuscitate? Do you want to be
DNR?
Yeah, if you are felled by some accident that does not leave you dead but leaves you incapacitated.
I think people should use their own common sense
in a vegetative
on that,
state. Yeah,
where it's like,
and not even like my own farts in your face wake you up from this coma. What happens?
Wait, is that what's happening?
Well, how else am I supposed to wake you up?
Are you traveling around to your best friends' hospital beds and farting in their faces?
It behooves me to try anything possible to wake you up. You are
extraordinary measures.
One of my absolute best friends.
Oh,
and if my own farts don't wake you up,
I would rather not be one of your best friends.
Out of nostalgia, if nothing else. Then I don't know.
Nostalgia for that night at Rob Hubel's bachelor party when we slept in the same room.
On mats,
the hardest mats
on the floor, like we were 23.
Fucking dogs.
Like we are too old to like we were kids.
I stayed there one night and I was supposed to stay a second and I was like, I can't do it a second
I stayed
night.
too, and the mats on the floor, it took me days to recover. Took me days to recover.
They were terrible. Yep. I didn't recover the next day. That's why I took off.
But we cuddled.
We did. And Aziz was in the same room. What a powerhouse room.
It's just a real name drop of people sleeping on floors. Of adult men sleeping on floors.
Oh boy! But so far that marriage is going well. So all the power to him.
Absolutely. Congratulations.
What do you dream of your wedding having? Ever since you were a little boy, did you assume you would have like a white tuxedo with tails and a top hat?
I feel like it starts with everybody skiing down a mountain.
Great.
All in bride and dress, me and all my everybody skiing down a mountain.
Do people need to know how to ski, or they're just like pushed into it?
Yeah, I would hope so.
So some lessons have to
lessons might have to happen, or just everybody in the wedding party will just be shredding.
Naturally.
We'll just be natural shredders. Yeah.
Natural born shredders.
Natural born shredders, yep.
Who like to slay tang.
Absolutely. And then I will record, we'll get to the bottom, we'll say our vows, I will record an episode of Talking Tang, because, this is the last
This is the last one, really?
Yep.
This
is the last episode of Talking Tang.
Series finale.
Series finale, because I'm getting married, so I'm not going to be talking Tang anymore.
What if you did, though? You could still talk Tang.
I guess I could talk Tang, but just it's all my wife's Tang.
Yeah.
It's just like, oh, well.
Depending on who you marry, I would listen to that even more.
Oh, well, that's interesting. Here's the thing. I'm marrying the widow Kulop.
Oh, you son of a bitch. All right, I'll listen.
Because here's the thing. If you haven't noticed, I have to take over everything once you die.
Really? So this is a full life swap?
It's like in the past when somebody would die and their brother would have to marry their wife and take over their responsibilities.
I mean, I've heard of a wife swap. I had a friend once who did a wife swap that turned into a life swap. Sort of. Yeah, he swapped. He was a mathematician in Boston, I believe.
Oh,
and he became a janitor because he swapped wives with a janitor, and he had to take over that person's life.
This is Goodwill Hunting style.
Yeah, it was sort of Goodwill. It was like a reverse.
Stellan Skarsgård, Matt Damon swaparoo.
Yeah,
Stellar Skateboard.
Stellar Skateboard.
I understand.
Yeah, you understand how it is. But anyway, it's not worth bringing him up. But
it's not.
It certainly wasn't worth derailing the show for that.
No, but I'm happy to have another opportunity to put out into the world the Stellar Skateboard situation.
Certainly. So you would take over everything. You would what? My car? My
I'll
my
still
shoes?
Drive. No, but I will take all of your comic books.
Okay,
happily.
Hey, you know what? Actually,
a room full of comic books that I love.
Do you want those when I die?
Yes,
I can think of no one else who wants them.
I can think of a couple of people, but I would like them.
All right, they're yours.
Done.
This is binding unless I change my will and you go into that big room where the lawyer surprises you with something where my heirs have changed the will.
Son of a bitch. Oh, God, that would make me furious. And like Neil Campbell winds up with all of the comic books.
Oh, boy. No, done. You got him. You've been down in that room.
Great, I have. So I get the comic books, I get Bang Bang the podcast, Bang Bang the TV show, and Kulop. Right?
This is not so. What do I get out of
this? Sounds like
deal?
I get all of them.
Do I get anything in life?
You get buried, dude. You get in the ground. That's what's happening.
But
do you want to be cremated? Do you want to be buried? What's gonna happen?
I think cremated.
Die?
I think it's a weird waste of space to have graveyards everywhere.
I agree. Here's the only I
put
feel
some
the same.
condos up, baby.
I feel the same. But here is the only thing that I do that I can appreciate in a way is, shouldn't we rot and give life to the earth? Shouldn't we decay and decompose and provide fertilizer for the earth?
They make fertilizer. You can go buy it.
Because I also want to be cremated, but then I was like, oh, maybe I should just be buried in a shallow grave somewhere.
Why shallow?
So I don't know. So I can rot and like people will smell it and
full
be like,
view?
What's that? Yeah, a shallow grave, just so my nose and beard are above the ground.
The serving is your tombstone.
Yep. I want to be frozen in carbonite, Han Solo style,
with your hands out.
Yep,
like, don't freeze me.
Don't freeze me, bro.
Heynong, man, don't freeze me. I'm really enjoying Heynong, man.
Heynong, man is pretty fantastic.
I really like
we are barely minutes into this and have come up with Heynong, man, and Talkin' Tang.
And Slaytang.
Oh, and Slaytang.
Oh, God, I love it. Well, Jay,
Scotty.
We have to take
God damn it.
A break. I'm so sorry. I'm really enjoying this.
No, people need to know about bonobos or something. People need to know about Blue Apron.
We have some exciting new sponsors.
Stamps.com. We do? What are we talking?
Yeah. Well, it seems like there's a lot of alarm systems that are now advertising on podcasts.
Well, here's the thing. People have finally realized that a lot of podcast listeners are being robbed.
Yeah, and being constantly robbed by the people who host podcasts.
Oh, yes.
That's another side business you're going to have to take over.
That's the thing. Our statistics tell us when you're listening to the podcast,
yes,
which
so
we can assume is when you're out of your house.
Exactly. Oh, the perfect crime.
Yeah. Ooh.
All right, we're going to take a break. Enjoy listening to these alarm system breaks.
And Doritos.
And Doritos. Oh, I would love that. Get some of that Doritos money in here.
Get some of that fucking Dorito dollars.
Those
I would
Nacho
like to just
Libre dollars.
Paid in Dorito taco shells from Taco Bell.
Have you had one yet?
No.
Neither have
I respect my body.
I respect your body, too.
Oh.
Do you hold it against me? I don't know what I'm saying.
I'm talking dong on my new show. There's like 2 episodes a year that are just talking
That
dong.
unfortunately doesn't have have another apostrophe, so it just has the one that looks like a droopy dong.
Yep, droopy dong.
Droopy dong.
That's
all right.
my favorite cartoon character.
Hello, Joe. Droopy dong.
Uh-oh, I can't get hard.
Oh, no.
Droopy dong.
All right, we should have taken a break long ago. We'll be right back with more Comedy Bang Bang. Comedy Bang Bang, we are back here with J-Dog, the J-Man. Actually, I think the last time you were on the show was our New York episode when we filmed it when the band American Football was above us.
Oh, my God. Do you remember like how loud and crazy that was?
Did you hear the episode where they came on this show, though?
Oh, no, I did not.
Oh, listen to it from the first week of January.
Great.
Yeah, we talk about it. And they're great guys. They play. They're really good.
Oh, great. Oh, good,
They were really nice.
That was so funny, though.
Yeah.
just realizing, this is not going to stop.
Right. Yeah.
This is going to continue for the rest of this show.
In my memory, I was like, we mentioned them and probably said, hey, American Football, shut up. But I guess we slammed them for a long time, and they had a great sense of humor about it. We're like, you were capping on us pretty hard.
Oh, that's fine. Well, it probably helped that we could insult them, I feel like at the time, not knowing that they were lovely guys or not knowing anything about them.
Yeah, but that's a good episode. You should listen to it. Speaking of which, we are already halfway through the voting year.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. I mean,
best of the year?
Well, it starts on the Tears for Fears episode with Reggie. That was the cutoff. That was the one. That was the last one before we cut it off, or the last one after we cut it off. So we're already over halfway through to the best of.
Boy.
So get your midway hump month best ofs together. Your hump best ofs.
Yeah.
And
I mean, I feel like this episode, Talkin' Tang, or Heynong Man.
This is Comedy Bang Bang.
You think this is? You think this?
You think the title? I think it's
Heynong Man.
Yeah, I think it's definitely Heynong Man. There's no dispute at this point.
It's definitely Heynong Man.
Yeah.
Do you think it'll be H-E-Y or H-A-Y? I wrote H-E-Y.
I think it's H-E-Y. Yeah. Of course. You think it's hay as in hay?
No, I don't. I just was making sure.
So every word that anyone says, look at the homophone and ask people just to make sure?
I just want to make sure that you don't blow it and put up like Heynong Man, like H-A-Y-K-N.
Okay. That would not be me blowing it. That would be July, of course. July, by the way, on the Memorial Day episode, he was drunk or something. If you read the description of that, there's like words missing. There's like trailing off. Yeah. He I think he got it on a Memorial Day weekend.
Oh, my God.
Anyway, that was a lot of fun. And we're here with Jason Mantzoukas, of course. You remember from The Dictator, when the dictator stormed the shores of our movie theaters.
Oh, yes.
And took over the world.
Just lit the world on fire.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Would you like to light the world on fire? This is a serious question.
Well, I mean, as somebody who is, of course, captivated by flames and their destructive power.
Sure. As Def Leppard once said, pyromaniac. Nope. Who said that? I'm a pirate. Yeah, they said it.
Are you proud of that?
Am I proud of it? No. Am I proud of anything? No.
I really want you to sit in that for a minute. Shame on you.
Pyromaniac. Look out.
I think it was pyromania.
But they said pyromaniac at one point in the song. They said, I'm a pyromaniac. So in your fucking face.
The record is called Pyromania.
Sure, certainly, but if I had said, as Def Leppard once said, Pyromania, maybe in their personal life they said it. Like, hey, let's play that song Pyromania.
You are spitting on the missing arm of Rick Allen.
Where do you think he kept it, by the way?
Somebody's just coming.
Pardon me.
Oh.
Hey, gentlemen, just move
this
your
place
feet
is
there.
crowded.
Just
oh, man, a tiny room just got tinier.
Oh,
do you have
to do this now?
Excuse me, sir. The janitor just walked in. He's cleaning the
We're just in the middle of something.
We're in the middle of a podcast.
What are you in the middle of? You mind my asking? What were you discussing? What were you discussing right before I walked through the door?
We were discussing where the location of the missing arm of...
No, we were discussing Def Leppard and their record.
Oh, what do you want to know? I am a Def Leppard expert.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Love them.
Did they ever say the word pyromaniac in the lyrics of the song Pyromania?
Yeah, they did. A guy goes, I'm a pyromaniac, look out. I'm going to set your house on fire.
I don't think this guy's a Def Leppard expert
I like
at all.
the lights of a fire and watch it burn.
This doesn't even sound like their style of music necessarily.
No, it is a really interesting interpretation.
It's a little Tin Pan Alley for Def Leppard.
Huge fan
of Def Leppard with the delivery of like a real crooner.
Are you sure? Oh, sweetie, just wait till I set your house on fire.
Pour some sugar on
How about
me.
Photograph?
Photograph. Let's get in the booth and take an old-fashioned photograph. Not a tintype, mind you.
Daguerreotype.
Or a caricature. Oh, wait for it. Not a daguerreotype or a magic lantern. This is a photograph of me and my honey down by the seaside Cape May times.
Oh, I love listening to that on wax cylinder.
Oh, fantastic. Anyway, nice to see you. So, Jason,
Thank you. Could you move your feet so I can get that crumpled up piece of paper?
Yeah, certainly. Sure.
Sorry about that.
So
what is
Jason,
this written on here? What is this? Heynong man. What does that mean?
Why'd you crumple that
Did you
up?
throw that away?
Yeah, we need that to give to the T-shirt people.
Yep, we need to give it to them to title the episode.
All we need to do is draw a T-shirt around it, and we're set.
Absolutely, we're done, and then everybody can just put them on from that.
Yeah.
What's this mean? If you don't mind my
Heynong
asking?
man?
Yeah, Heynong man.
Great question. What does it mean?
Look, first of all, have you ever said Heynong man to anyone?
Well, I've said it's a fine distinction.
Mm-hmm.
Am I on mic, by the way? Are people hearing this?
Yeah,
that thing pointed at your face is actually
The thing I'm sitting right in front of?
Yeah,
talking
black
into?
cylindrical thing
Yeah.
that you're talking
And
to.
by the way, feel free to sit.
Well, just thank you. I appreciate that, Mr. Mantzoukas. Take a
no,
load
thank
off.
you.
Of course.
How do you know Mr. Mantzoukas, by the way?
We've met before.
Yes.
Well, I've
Yeah?
cleaned
Wait
the
a minute.
studio before,
Yep.
of course.
Oh, are you one of the regular people who cleans the studio?
I'm the regular person.
He's
who
the
cleans
only janitor
this
at
disgusting
at
studio.
Earwolf.
Oh, really? I don't really know too many of the employees. But
No,
have we met
but by the
before?
way, everybody's noticed that.
We have met before several times, Mr. Rockerman.
Oh, okay. What's your name?
It's here on the patch.
Oh, Mike. Well, sometimes people wear those ironically. You know, they get them at a thrift store. Or
Oh,
something
yeah.
like
If it's
that.
not their job, what fun to pretend, hey, I'm a guy who gets dirty for a living.
I'm blue
But
collar.
really, I do data entry.
Sorry. So, Mike. Hi, Mike.
the janitor, that's me.
Oh, hi, Mike. Nice to meet you.
It's weird.
We've met
I know.
before,
Yeah,
as established. Yes.
I know, Mike.
We've met.
It's-
Really? From
It's
where?
kind of looks bad on
From
you.
your own
From
show?
here, from this
From here,
room.
from Earwolf, where we always are together.
So you met him on your own show when he came and interrupted your show?
Or just when I've been around the offices.
Oh, okay.
That's right.
But
He's a good guy.
In the
we've
Earwolf locker room?
Yep, in the Earwolf locker room.
and what about the
absolutely.
sauna?
In the sauna as well. He cleans the sauna sometimes when I'm in there.
It's true. I have to wear a blindfold. It's very eyes wide shut.
Yep. The Earwolf sauna is so clean for what a disgusting group of people use it.
Yeah.
Well, it's an uphill battle.
Yeah.
And for having to wear the blindfold that you do.
Yeah, I do a pretty good job. Well, it's not that big a sauna.
Oh, that's true.
And I mean, it's just flat surfaces, really. So,
Yeah. Flat
mop
surfaces.
and some elbow grease gets it done.
How much elbow grease do you carry along with you, by the way?
2 tins. I call elbow grease Formula 408.
Of course, yeah.
Took
the
a
one
while
the
until-
one right before they figured out 409 did a little better
That's
job.
right. The greatest formula.
Yeah, that's true. Anyway, nice to meet you. Thank you so much. Yeah,
We met
Jason,
before, and you're welcome, even though it did not seem genuine.
Now, I
Thank
have a
you.
question. Now,
For whom? For myself, certainly,
this
because
is-
I'm.
Yeah,
the
by
show
the way,
is you and me.
You guys can ask me any questions you wish.
This is more of an observation.
Oh, okay. So, someone called Griffith.
Not a question. At all.
Mike, I'm pretty
I
sure.
feel like someone called Griffith got the short shrift on that from YouTube.
Someone called Griffith because of Griffith Observatory.
Yeah.
That's good stuff. Somebody called D.W. Griffith because I am intolerant of that joke.
The end.
Mike, have you
I
always,
See you
retire.
next year.
have you always been a janitor?
No, as a matter of fact, Mr. Mantzoukas, I've not always been a janitor. There was a time I had a very different life indeed.
God, is this
Fantastic.
ringing any bells?
I don't know. People are born babies, so I guess that rings a bell. I used to be a baby. Yeah.
Well, a man is born.
He's a man of means.
He's a man of means, yes.
Then along come two. They got nothing but their
That's
genes.
right.
Yeah.
What happens in between, do you think? Between
man
the
is
time
born.
Arthur Drummond is born.
And
We're
then-
talking about different strokes, right?
Look, there.
Let's not forget,
That is a hard cut
he
too.
is almost molested in a bicycle shop.
That's correct. By the manager of
By
the
a
WKRP radio station.
Gordon
and the
Jump.
Maytag repairman.
In one of the strangest crossovers in sitcom history.
He stops being a child molester and starts a radio station.
People not in your 40s, you're missing out if
Yep.
you don't know what we're talking about.
Oh,
But that is a severe hard cut too in that song. It's a man is born.
Yep.
Hard cut two. He's a man of means.
Yep.
You're talking 50 years that you're overlooking here.
Well, now, that's not necessarily so because he could be born into money. So he's born a man of means.
That's true.
The hard cut is definitely when he adopts the 2 black children. From birth to adoption.
The real life spectrum.
But Mr. Ackerman, if you shut up for 2 seconds. Yes, Mr. Mantzoukas, I did have a very different life. And the reason I walked in here is because my janitor sense was tingling.
Oh.
I heard someone talking about a life swap. A wife swap that turned into a wife swap.
Oh, yeah, that was my
happened
friend.
to me. Your friend? Describe this friend.
I can't remember who it was, but someone was telling me that. I assume it's my friend because that's who I have conversations with.
Scott, I think it might have been Mike, the janitor.
I think it might have been.
Oh, wait a minute.
I think it might have been.
Oh, did we have this conversation?
We did.
When I passed you in the halls at some point?
No, we had it on Mike.
You've had it on Mike. He's been
Mike
on
the janitor,
show.
of course. Yes, on Mike the janitor's time, which I shouldn't have been paying for if he's having a conversation with me.
You're really going for it.
It's like Abbott trying to be Costello.
It's my favorite Abbott and Costello movie.
where
Abbott tries to be
Costello's in a diabetic coma. Abbott's like, I got to do both parts.
I'm going to have to wake him up. I'm going to have to fart in his face.
I mean, he's my friend.
We're the best friends.
I'm Bud Abbott. What can I do?
Bud
Lou, wake up.
Well, anyway, nice to meet you. So, Jason, so wait a minute. No, but you and I have talked on this program before?
God.
Many times.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I don't...
Doesn't seem like you are.
Oh, okay. Well.
This is strange because in previous encounters, you seem to remember who I am, and now I don't know if you've suffered a blow to the head, but you.
I had a friend who suffered a blow to the head and switched places with Andrew Lloyd Webber at a certain point, and it was from a brick that fell.
Are you sure it wasn't Andrew Lloyd Webber who had the blow to the head?
Something like that, but this happened to my friend or something.
I feel like you are responsible for a certain wiki being all screwed up.
I don't remember.
And it seems to imply that I am not a real person, which I am, but that I'm a figment of someone else's imagination, which I am not.
Well, that's maybe what I thought he was going for at the time.
I think that's what you thought.
All right. Anyway.
Well, let's clearly...
Another thing you didn't remember.
How can I... Look, this is episode 350, whatever the fuck.
Oh, you remember lots of stuff when you choose to.
I just feel like it would behoove us to get everything lined up correctly so that we understand canonically what's happening.
Okay.
I don't know what that means, but I somehow agree with you.
Yeah,
but
thank
how
you
am I
so
supposed
much.
to remember every little detail? Like, I'm too busy remembering recent pyramid news.
Any
RPN?
Any developments? By
the way, nothing
no
happening.
Recent pyramid news?
Nothing happening there. So what are you saying, J-Dog?
Still triangular in shape?
Yeah,
no innovations?
Yeah. Oh, by the way, are they triangular with 4 sides leading up to that point, or are they 3 sides?
I don't know. Who am I? Heynong man? Did I use it right?
No, but it works.
Yeah, it kind of still does work.
It still does work. Ooh, I would love it if Heynong man became like the Slender Man.
Oh,
like something that people told like tales about.
Something
and
that like kids were
fan
killing
fiction about
in service of.
Yep.
Well, the Slender Man, does that come from Harry Potter or something?
No, it's not. It's like it's an even weirder. It's a guy created an image on like a website that was people like on their own creating monsters and sharing them, being like, oh, look what I made, look what I drew, look what I blah, blah, blah. And then somebody took his image, put it someplace else and wrote a story about it. And then people started to believe, it took on a life of its own, such that people started to believe the Slender Man had been a thing for years, even though it was just invented like 10 years ago or something like that.
Oh, it's like what I did with the Jersey Devil.
Sure.
I'm listening.
Well, when I was in school, I probably like 8th, 9th grade, something like that.
How old are you, Mike?
Oh, guys like us, we're all about the same age.
Well, he's working class.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
I can't tell from his
class
voice because he's got the working class voice of a smoker.
not sure.
A lot of years on me. I haven't always been working class, but anyway, I remember drawing.
Did you talk like this when you had a different profession?
Yeah, I mean, this has always been my voice.
Got it.
Yeah.
I didn't know if
I had to adopt a different voice.
Correct.
Well,
I don't know if in the swap you swapped everything.
You know how Kobe Bryant, but when he was in high school, talked pretty intelligently and he spoke Italian and he was a pretty intelligent.
Is that true?
And then he got in the NBA and he just sort of dumbed it down. I'm wondering if that's what happened to you.
That's strangely specific knowledge.
Well, we all have specific knowledge, but I'm not supposed to remember anything.
Kobe speaks
you were just
Italian?
speak Italian in high school. In high school.
Yeah.
You were just talking about how I should remember more things, and I remember something, and you're
Scott,
coming down on me?
What? You don't have to yell at Mike. Okay.
Hey, Heynong, man. Heynong, man.
Hey, you used it correctly. I like it.
Yeah, I don't know, Mike. You might have been raised in London, England, for all I know, only to have the life swap happen.
But I tell you what, I love London, and I miss it. I haven't been there in a long time. And if you're tired of London, you're tired of life.
What were you doing there the last time?
The last time, that was in my old life. I was probably there on an academic conference, probably going to Oxford and giving a lecture.
What? So now, what was your story again? Explain. Wait, what was your previous job?
For real?
Yeah.
Okay. I was a Harvard math professor, and I did a wife swap. This is before the TV show Wife Swap existed, by the way.
Sure.
This was just a life wife swap, that happened in life.
Yeah.
And then the wife that I swapped my wife out for, she was like, no husband of mine's going to be some sort of hoity-toity math professor. You're going to take my husband's job. He's a janitor. And it stuck. It stuck.
Wow.
Successful marriage, by the way. Her name is June.
Wow. And this is June, the month of June. This must be a special month for her.
So
it's a very special month.
is
we
she-
celebrate her all month long.
Is she technically your hump wife?
Meaning that I will eventually have another wife?
Something
about halfway
like I'm
through-
halfway
you're halfway through your wives. Yeah,
halfway
so you'll
through
have
my wives.
two more.
Yeah. If June is
Two more.
if June is the hump month, then your wife,
Your hump
June,
wife.
must be the hump wife, right?
Oh, wait. If in the hump week, you don't have 7 more days after.
No, that's right. You're right in the middle. So you'll have one more wife after June.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Ackerman.
Have you ever thought about swapping back? Did you ever call the guy? And
Immediately, of course, that was the discussion. Like, hey, okay, fun's fun, let's swap back.
How long was the original swap supposed to be?
It was a week-long swap.
Week long. Okay.
Yeah,
That's a
that
nice 7
was 30 years
ghost?
ago.
30 years ago.
Yeah.
Okay, so how old are you?
Well, I'm that age, getting to be that age.
Men of a certain age.
right?
Am
Am I right?
Yep.
it's not your
TNT.
knees, it's your
Is that TNT or TBS? Men of a certain age.
TNT, I believe.
Yeah.
Starring Ray Romano.
the Explosion Network.
Andre Brower. A lot of explosions.
TNT.
Quantum
I see.
Leap.
Count Bakula.
Do you keep in touch with your
Previous
ex-wife?
wife, yeah.
Do you have any relationship with her and her husband?
I am not allowed to speak to her directly. I've tried to contact her many times. The husband and I get along great, by the way.
I have a,
He forbids me to talk to the wife.
I have a follow-up question for you, and I hope
Certainly.
this is okay.
I'm
And
an open book.
I apologize if this has been covered before.
Not at all.
Is he currently teaching at Harvard?
Yes, he is.
Having been a janitor?
Yes, he is.
Okay.
He took over my spot. I was just about to make tenure, and
Wow.
I was not the one who did it, but he did, and he's there to
So
this
he
day.
made tenure even though he doesn't know anything about math.
That's right.
He's a tenured professor.
That's right, because it was my position. And he is despised by his students.
Wow.
They do not like him. He makes it very difficult, and when they ask questions, he calls them dummies.
Wow. Well,
It says, who's the professor here?
interesting.
What does he talk like? Like, what does his voice sound like? If you had to do
Can
an
you do
impression of him.
what's his name?
What's his
Sometimes
name?
questions
What
like
a
these are the
question.
hardest. What a
This guy's
question.
so
this guy.
curious.
I just want to
Yeah.
know. I just want to know who the guy is that you were
Yeah.
like, I want to
His
swap
name
lives
is
with this
Rodney.
guy.
Of
Rodney.
course it is.
Yeah.
Yep.
And he talked kind of like this.
Oh, I say, everyone's ready to learn math. I pick up trash for a living.
What
He
a
sounds
hoity-toity
awful.
asshole.
He's a terrible guy. He's a terrible guy.
Wow.
Ugh, I don't like
Born in the Bronx.
you. Oh, you can hear it. You
Right?
can hear it. in there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, those that harsh Bronx
Yep.
accent.
Yep.
Can't stand it.
I don't like it.
Wow.
I don't like this Rodney.
So, have you? How are you going to then marry anyone else? Are you going to do another wife swap, or are you going to divorce June?
Well, that's interesting. Now, I had not planned on marrying anyone else, but now you're telling me that
Yeah, you have to.
I'm fated to.
Yes, of course.
All right. I guess I perhaps my wife would die, although typically men predecease their wives.
Sure.
That is just a fact of life, and
Certainly.
nothing I could do about it. There's no life swap in that scenario. That's nature.
Why do you think that is? Because do men not live longer? I guess they don't.
They don't.
Is that what it is?
No.
So they okay.
That's all it is.
That's
all
all
it
it is.
What did you think there was some other nefarious reason?
well, maybe men trying to get out of the like. All right, enough nagging.
Oh, so mostly suicides. You feel like that's
So you're saying that
No, just
men,
the will to live.
men having had enough of their wives.
Yeah.
Again, if I may reiterate, poor Kula. They just opt out.
Yeah,
and then
it's
just
just
opt
like
out of
they
They
life.
lose the will
decide
to
not to
live.
be alive anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
Enough.
I'm done with this.
They lie down in the bed, close their eyes, cross their arms over their chest.
They put some gold coins over their own eyes.
Sure. Oh, what about the Game of Thrones?
The Game of Thrones rocks with eyes.
The rocks with eyes.
I like that.
Why do you think they did that? Do you think that was to scare people? Because it's scary. It's not good.
It's very creepy looking.
It's
I like
not
it.
comforting.
It's effective.
Would you do that at your funeral, Mr.
I
Mantzoukas?
plan on it.
Well, he's just gonna have his nose and beard sticking out of the ground.
Shallow Grave style.
I'm playing. Yes, thank you.
like
Thank you.
Serial, the podcast.
Yes, Serial. Just like Serial.
the original
podcast.
podcast.
Yep.
See some of your hair sticking out, and then somebody investigates. The
Yep.
guy who usually streaks, he likes to go streaking, and then he takes a break from streaking. He's like, "Hey, I see some hair
What's
sticking
going
out
on?
of the
There's
ground.
something over there.
Yeah,
Yep.
better
I don't know
investigate.
what you guys are talking about.
Yep. Oh, it's a podcasting. You wouldn't understand.
You should get
it.
into podcasts. Like Serial's my favorite.
Yep.
Oh,
Podcasts
really?
just happened last year.
What do you like about Serial and podcasts in general, Mike?
Ooh,
Do
let's
they pass
see.
the time while you're cleaning up?
Podcasts in general, that's tough to answer because I've only ever heard the one podcast.
You've just listened to Serial.
Just listened to Serial. I understand This American Life is also a podcast.
It can be. I mean, it also is on the radio.
Vincent can be.
And what's the show Washington Week? I like that podcast
Yep.
as well.
Yep.
Very good.
What
And,
I like
and
ab-
Slate Political Gab Fest.
And Slay Tang?
And
Well,
Slate
Slate Tang I enjoy.
Of course.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Talking Tang?
Talking Tang.
Yeah.
Have you listened to
That
Talking
logo?
Tang?
I've listened. I'm just getting into Talking
What do
Tang.
you think of their logo?
It's despicable.
Yep.
Yeah.
I've never seen anything quite like it before.
Yeah.
Looks just like cleavage. Those
There's
two
going to be a
apostrophes.
bunch of episodes of Talkin' Tang where I'm just talking the tang of women who are lactating. So the apostrophes are both going to be dripping milk.
Oh dear.
Yeah, dripping
And now
milk.
you've had that experience
Drippin'-
before. You've
those
talked about it on this show.
That's true. Those episodes will be called Talkin' Tang, drippin' milk.
Now you know I'm starting.
Drippin' apostrophe milk.
I'm starting a podcast called Drippin' Milk.
Oh,
What?
Which is about, it's from the time that I cleaned up high school cafeterias and those bags, very thin bags.
Just that one time you cleaned up a high school cafeteria?
Well, one time in my life.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I did it for many years.
Okay. How often would those bags be dripping milk?
Every single time?
Are you talking? Are you
100%.
kidding? Milk bags are notoriously rippable.
Ooh, milk bags.
Oh.
I like this kind of talk.
Oh yeah, big juicy milk bags. You know what I'm talking about? Ooh,
You guys are both disgusting.
big juicy
Why are you
milk bags.
why are you constantly high fiving?
Yeah, 'cause
That's
we're
like
killing it.
Five high
Why-
fives.
the question is, why aren't you?
Yeah,
Okay, I guess so.
Yeah.
All right, I'm in.
you're just high fiving you. You just clapped.
yours are too
Do you
loud.
not know what high fives are?
Yeah, where you know after someone gives you go see a band and it's a wonderful song and you high five
No,
yourself.
that's
You clap like you just learned how to do it. Like a little
Somebody
baby.
just
No,
teach it.
it's because I'm high fiving myself.
And you look amazed at the sound. You're looking down at your hands
Woo.
like you're trying to figure out where it came from.
Guys,
What do you want? Hey, can I ask you?
Yeah.
Since I'm on the microphone and I got this public forum.
MIKE
because-
on the MIC.
Yeah, because Drippin' Milk is not dropped yet. I would like to ask the help of you listeners, if there are any,
The Help.
to.
Great movie.
Not worth it.
Are you sure? I don't know. I
not
thought
worth
not
it.
worth it at first, and then I started thinking about it in the silence.
Nope.
And I was like, that might have been worth it.
Nope. Hang on.
No?
man. Nope.
I think so. Hey, Nung man. I think it was pretty good.
Hey, Nog Man. I would like to ask. I like Hey, Nog Man is a kind of palate
Like
cleanser.
a sorbet?
Yeah, it like resets
It's like
everything.
it's like
Hey,
a-
Nog Man.
Resets
Hang on, man.
pieces.
Resets pieces.
Did you say PCs?
I do say Reese's
Reese's
Pieces.
Pieces, yeah.
Have we talked about this?
We haven't.
Reese's Pieces.
Stop it! All right.
But it isn't.
Hey,
It's
Nog
a-
Man.
what
Hey, Nog
else-
Man.
what
Let's
else-
get back on
oh,
track.
Hey, Nog Man. We all three have to say it in order to reset.
All right. Enough!
Now I'm only to say it. The discussion continues.
Yep.
Whatever it is.
All right. But we have all 3 sevens. So
Yes,
please
so we
continue.
can move on.
Yes. All right.
But I do say Reese's Pieces.
I would like to ask if your listeners would direct themselves on their computers, either desktop or laptop.
You don't care about the style of computer.
No, it doesn't matter to me. You know
think
what?
be
What
it
about-
on the sitting on a desk or on a lap,
What
it
about
still
Mac or
computes things.
PC? Mac or PC?
Does
it matter?
It does not matter to me. I, of course, don't use a computer. I write everything out in longhand.
Oh, wow.
I feel like it's not up to me to judge what kind of devices people like to use. Hey, if you got a smartphone, if you got a dumb phone, if you got a flip phone, if you got a rotary phone you carry around on a tray.
Or a calculator or an abacus.
That I don't like.
We don't
I don't like that.
We don't bring phones to people on trays anymore, and that makes me sad.
What if it's just like a cell phone on a tray? That would be fun.
That'd be cool if somebody was like, a phone call for you.
With like a cake dish above it?
How about the cake dish? How about if you were in a fancy restaurant? What's that? What? How about if you were in a fancy restaurant and you were getting a call, and then the waiter would take your phone from you, go back into the kitchen,
and bring
put
out
it on a
something
tray,
on a landline,
and then bring it out?
I think what have to happen.
Why would you cut me off before I finished the idea?
Because that.
I like cutting people
off. That's
off.
his favorite thing. That's his favorite thing. Is to come in.
Heynong man.
No, it's your favorite thing. That's what's annoying about it.
Get a reset going.
Damn it.
Reset denied. Heynong man.
No, I'm not interested in it. I want to keep digging in.
Let the reset
I want to. Okay, Heynong man.
Oh, good. Okay. All right. Back to it. What was your question for Jason?
No, he wants the listeners' help. Are you listening?
I want the listeners. He comes and goes.
Yeah, he's just in it for his own clever wordplay.
No, I got it. Okay.
He's just waiting for puns to see.
Exactly.
Oh, man, you haven't said anything yet. All right, go ahead.
All right. I would like you listeners to please support my Kickstarter campaign, which is funding an Indiegogo.
Wake me up before you Indiegogo.
Get me to fund me and allow me to realize my janitor's dream of cleaning up that garbage island in the Pacific.
Oh.
Whoa!
Wait,
that giant garbage island where people did it come to be spontaneously, or did people?
I believe so.
I think it was from people's garbage.
No, but meaning, did they throw garbage into the ocean and it all collected into one island, or did someone push it together into an island?
I think it came from various places. I don't think it all went directly into the ocean. I think it came from various sewers and such.
But it all coalesced onto an island via Mother Nature.
I think well, I don't know if there's any kind of law of attraction with garbage where garbage seeks its own kind, much the way humans do.
I think the currents, our ocean's currents forced it all together in one big giant situation, and now it is substantial enough to be an island, its own self-sustaining island.
Mr. Mantzoukas' theory is better than my theory of sentient garbage.
All right. So now this
is... Mike, I would love it if our garbage had a mind of its own. Don't get me wrong.
I feel dumb. I'm no scientist. I'm just a former Harvard math professor.
But you want to clean...
janitor.
You want to clean this thing up.
Yeah.
Why?
It's the janitor's Everest.
Oh,
if I could put that entire garbage island into several thousand hefty bags, I would be...
Where would you put those then? That's a real question.
Probably a different part of the ocean.
It would be, you know what?
Maybe the Atlantic.
We should be putting stuff like that in volcanoes.
Yes.
Yeah. You know what? That's a good idea.
We should be putting why aren't we putting more stuff into volcanoes?
How awesome would that be if, like, Superman were to come along, pick up Garbage Island, and then dump it on top of the volcano that was just about to explode?
We're wasting all of our time throwing virgins in. Let's throw our garbage in.
Is it still a practice?
I'm led to believe that it is.
In certain places.
Yeah.
Which places would those be?
New Jersey?
In New Jersey's many active volcanoes?
No. They elect a virgin, although for the last bunch of years they've had trouble finding virgins in New Jersey.
Hey,
this is fun.
Now
that's fun.
How does that feel?
Heynong man.
That is
Heynong man.
All right, we reset. Well, so you have an Indiegogo, a Kickstarter of sorts to fund you.
Well,
how much money do you need?
And a GoFundMe. It's
Anna Fund Me?
Yeah, is it GoFundMe? I forget.
Did you say Anna Fund Me?
Go fund yourself. What?
I'm very confused as to I don't know whom to address first.
I think me.
Anna
as the host.
Anna Fund Me?
Yeah, I thought you said Anna Fund Me.
No, you didn't.
And a Fund Me.
Could you really not parse what he was saying?
I couldn't. I thought he said Anna Fund Me.
Parse.
God.
Man. This is going to be a different show when you take over.
Heynong man.
Heynong man.
When's that happening, Heynong man?
Heynong man?
When Scott perishes after he's been left out in the sun too long.
Oh, so you will literally perish.
Yeah, I'll be a perishable.
Yeah.
Heynong man.
Heynong man.
Heynong man.
Okay, great.
Yeah, so I would like the listeners. It's very complicated because obviously it is a huge undertaking.
Certainly.
And I need to, first of all, locate that island. I need to travel there. I need food and lodging, probably expenses.
The first thing you should do is go there with Anthony Bourdain.
Yeah.
And see
the guy who likes to eat bugs.
See if there's anything to eat on that island.
If there's more to him than eating bugs, I think.
Oh, yeah. He eats
what else is there?
Street food. He's not Andrew Zimmerman. He's not eating like nonsense stuff.
Who's Andrew Zimmerman?
He's the one that truly eats like, he's the one that goes and like, is like, gerbil balls? Yeah, I'll eat those. He goes to places and eats.
Are those balls made out of like crushed gerbils?
Yep, they're just like meatballs made with gerbil meat.
It seems like it would be very little effort required.
To eat gerbil balls?
Well, to make a gerbil ball.
Oh, yes.
They're practically in a ball form anyway.
Basically.
So basically, you're just peeling the fur off.
Yep. You throw it's basically you throw gerbils in a vat of boiling water.
I'm listening.
Their instinct is to curl up in a ball.
Certainly.
So you already have the ball, and then you just like you shave the fur off and eat them, gobble them up.
Shave it?
Yep.
With like a straight razor?
With a Mach 3. I use a Mach 3.
The vibrating one?
Yep. Gillette Mach 3.
How many
this
blades
episode
on
of Heynong Man brought to you by Gillette Mach 3.
Do you think, and this is a serious question, do you think that for the
I'll
lodging,
treat it that way.
For the lodging, aren't you going to just stay on Garbage Island, or do you see yourself jetting out to Garbage Island every day to complete your work?
No, Mr. Ackerman, I understand this is not your field. This is not your line, as it were. But let's say you were demolishing a house. You wouldn't start from the inside out. You wouldn't live in the house you were demolishing. Maybe you would, because I think sometimes you're mentally ill. So maybe that makes sense to you. Like, why would I put myself up in a hotel if I'm going to demolish the house? Perfectly good house to stay in.
Perfectly good house until it's gone.
It's but it's gone by your own hands. And then, what are you going to saw a hole through the floor like Wile E. Coyote or whatever?
I guess maybe you're right. So where do you think you're going to stay? Florida?
I guess whatever the best hotel is near the Garbage Island, probably.
The best one. So you're going to be spending your Kickstarter donors' money on the best hotel?
Well, I mean...
Is that what kind of Kickstarter this is?
Don't I deserve that? Look,
deserve it on someone else's dime?
Mr. Ackerman, Heynong Man.
Heynong Man.
I refuse.
All right. Let's say the people that I'm targeting here, I would imagine are people with disposable income.
Very funny pun.
I'm just a working.
Boy, you were on me about the puns, and then you bust out something like that.
I wish there was another term I could have used that would have avoided this situation.
How long do you think it'll take to clean up? Because I mean,
I didn't say Heynong Man, by the way. Oh shit, I just said.
Well, no, but I'll to your point. I feel like I'm just a working class guy. I'm going to do this as ends up being a favor to the world. Why shouldn't I enjoy the luxury of a Four Seasons? Which, by the way, is where I plan on staying.
Are you just doing this though, so the world owes you one?
Mr. Mantzoukas, I ask very little in this life. All I want to do is clean up garbage, clean the filth that other people have left behind, dispose of it properly,
into a volcano.
The only thing I ask in return is a paycheck, health benefits,
and apparently insurance. A hotel room at the Four Seasons.
An hotel room. Well, this is a big job, Mr. Rockerman. This is a big job. I can't.
It's a big job. I'm just looking online now, and the Garbage Island that you are referring to, at sometimes is referred to as the size of Texas, and sometimes is referred to as the size of the United States.
Whoa! Well, why are people referring to it so incorrectly in one instance and so correctly
here's
in the
other? Here's what I bet it is. Here's what I bet it is. Some people refer to it as the United States, and then people from Texas are like, make it the size of Texas, because Texas people are insane. They're mentally.
Oh yes, it's. Do you think
they can't stop thinking about being from Texas?
The motto of Garbage Island is "Don't mess with Garbage Island" because it's already a mess. It's garbage.
Well, ironically enough, Mr. Mantzoukas,
yes,
"Don't mess with Texas" was an anti-littering campaign that the Texas people took to mean, "Hey, we're a place you shouldn't mess with," even though it was saying, "Hey, Texas, pick up after yourselves.
Clean up, you goddamn animals."
Yeah. Don't make a mess.
But they already have "Don't tread on me."
Well, that was for the nation. We had "Don't tread on me."
Oh, I thought that was Texas as well.
That was not Texas. I think a lot of Tea Party people.
Got it.
They reappropriated that. And you find a lot of them in Texas.
I'm going to come in here with a Heynong Man.
Heynong Man.
Fine. Heynong Man, I hope you have something good.
Oh, well, I do. We have to take a break. I'm so sorry,
if
but
I'd known that, I wouldn't have Heynong.
I wouldn't have either.
You'll know better next time.
Heynonged Man or Heynong Man? How would you past tense that?
Heynonged Man. I think it's Heynonged Man.
That felt correct to me for some reason.
I think it is.
Oh, no, I think we were just Heynong Manned.
Yeah, I think that's probably it. Heynong manned. You Heynong manned me.
You Heynong manned me.
Heynonged man. Nah, I don't know anymore. All right, we'll talk about it over the
Heynong man.
Heynong manded me?
We'll talk about it during the break. We'll figure this out.
Don't you Heynong man me?
Well, that's
just regular.
All right, we'll talk about this. We'll be right back with more Heynong Man after this.
Heynong man.
Comedy Bang Bang. We're back here with Jason Mantzoukas and one of my employees whose name is
on his chest.
Oh, that's right.
Jan the Mikener? Was that what you were going to say?
I don't know. I can't remember your name. I'm sorry.
What is going on here?
You know what it is? It's a power move.
Oh,
it's a power
I'm too
move.
busy remembering the names of the people above the line.
He feels like you are below him.
I think you're right. Mr. Mantzoukas.
And he enjoys putting you in your place.
Well, I think there has to be a distinction between boss and employee. Does there not? Otherwise, if there's not respect rewarded towards the boss, then what impulse does the employee have?
How about this?
Yes.
Earn that respect.
Yes. May I say this?
Earn that respect by going undercover boss, and learning who the little guys are who work here.
That would be kind of fun to go undercover boss at this Ed Earwolf here.
It would be.
How would you accomplish the illusion? What would you do?
I don't know. I think I'd have to go like full sex change or something. I don't know.
Okay, is this just
That
an
seems
excuse?
very extreme.
Is this just an excuse to go get a sex change?
Well, look.
Do you think anyone?
It all happens in our own way.
A sex change is a gigantic procedure. Do you think anyone ever embarked on that journey by saying, "I'm going to go get a sex change"?
You know what? Today? What if it was, today?
Didn't say anything to anyone until it was time. Hey, listen, I'll be back in a little bit. I'm going to go get a sex change.
I'll be back before dinner.
And of course, big ups to people of all different stars and stripes.
Big ups to all people of different stars and stripes is what you just gave. The week that Caitlyn Jenner has announced herself to the world, you're giving
big ups.
You're giving big ups to her.
Big ups.
People of all stars and stripes. I think something's legitimately wrong with you.
I think you are having a stroke.
Maybe. Look, this is possibly my...
Possibly?
Heynong man.
Heynong man. I think we should, Mr. Mantzoukas.
Okay, thank you.
I think we should receive.
Okay. Oh, gosh. So, Mike, I have to ask about your Kickstarter. You, as we were talking about before the break, you've established a Kickstarter in order to send you to.
No, I've established the Kickstarter. Heynong man.
Heynong man.
All right. So now, Mike, you've done what now?
I've established a Kickstarter to fund a very splashy Indiegogo campaign, which will then. That will funnel money towards my GoFundMe.
So it's a Kickstarter first, and that's to raise money to create an Indiegogo campaign?
Yeah, this Indiegogo campaign is going to be beautiful.
Okay.
Like, where do you see the page?
For the Indiegogo?
It is going to be... How much
are you trying to raise in the first leg
Is
of
this like $12.95 to get the domain?
What's that?
I'm just talking about the page. Like, if you're trying to raise money to have a page, first just a web page.
Well, I'm gonna put a lot of work into this web page. It's gonna look terrific.
Okay.
Now,
and of course, it's a video. There's a video.
You're gonna do all this yourself, even though you write everything longhand.
That's right.
Just
I'm gonna write out this web page in longhand. That means I'm gonna be transcribing.
Are you writing code?
I'm gonna write the code.
Or is it just all zeros and
ones?
ones?
I'm gonna write the code out in longhand on a yellow legal pad,
and then just show it to people.
Well, eventually, somehow it's gonna get online.
Oh, it is. Okay.
I don't know how. Look, I'm not that guy.
Yep.
You know what I mean? But that's why I need the money.
That's why you need the money.
That's why the
You gotta hire
Kickstarter
those
funds.
guys.
The Kickstarter funds the Indiegogo page, which will then that is what is going to make the money happen on the GoFundMe account.
Okay, got it. So now, are you offering? This is my question. Are you offering any kind of rewards to the donors? That's customary for these types of things.
Let's see. Any kinds of reward? I guess not having a continent-sized ocean of garbage island is kind of a reward in itself.
Okay, but I guess what I'm trying to say
is
the
Earth's reward.
Yeah, and I'm assuming that the people who are donating live on the Earth.
But what I'm saying
we assume.
This is not to say I'm not going to accept donations from outer
aliens.
space.
I was going to say, will you? Is any of this intergalactic?
If anyone on
are these credits?
If anyone on the global space station would like to donate, credits the monetary system of space.
We don't know. But what is the incentive then for people to give different amounts of money? Because like, don't you want people giving away like $5,000 instead of just like $5?
Sure, I do. I guess it's bragging rights.
Right, that's all you're offering.
I will give a shout out to everyone.
But
you
if
will.
you're giving a shout
Everyone
out to
who
everyone,
donates gets a shout out.
Then why wouldn't everyone just donate $1?
No, well, because I'm going to have different inflections.
Oh, you're going to be more excited?
Different levels of enthusiasm.
So give me a $5 shout out.
Well, shall we start at the bottom and then work our way up?
Give me a $1 shout out.
Okay, so you
It's me. Let's say I clicked on and I gave $1.
Jason Mantzoukas.
Great. Okay. If I
You don't even say shout out to Jason Mantzoukas. You just said his name.
If I gave $100.
Jason Mantzoukas.
Okay.
How about $5,000?
Oh, big shout out, guys. And the name is, drum roll, please, Jason Mantzoukas.
Wow,
And I do an
okay.
Oprah on it.
Okay.
Boy, that was for $5,000.
That was $5,000. Now,
Okay.
what if I gave $50,000?
I come and I yell in your face. I love you.
I love that. That's great.
Yeah.
Okay, so
It may take me a while to get there.
$5 million.
Can I ask,
Yeah.
what amount are we going to stop at?
What you tell us?
Yeah. Well, there's an infinite amount of credits in the world.
I mean, we're talking about like a Texas-size island or continent-size island of garbage that you have to clean. How much money do you need?
I need a lot of money. If somebody wants to donate $5 million,
Yep.
I'll right here. I'll come to your house, shake your hand, look you right in the eye, and say, "Hey, I hope you never die." How about that?
But isn't that a false hope? Because we all shall die.
Yeah. Aren't you lying to the person that gave you $5 million?
Is not all hope false?
Wow.
If a man's reach cannot exceed his grasp, how are we better than the common ape?
That is true.
Heynong man.
Heynong man.
Heynong man.
All right, very good. So no rewards, no incentives.
I would say the ultimate reward, of course, is a better, cleaner planet.
Okay, and when did you get...
And a more active volcano. Now a volcano has something to do other than just kill people.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's the other thing that I like about this is that you are not just cleaning up the earth.
That's right.
You are supporting volcanoes.
That's right. And who else is doing that right now?
Nobody.
They made those two movies, then they never
Then
never
no
heard
one talks
from
about them.
volcanoes
They
again.
made those two movies concurrently, and then
Yeah.
we're like, big mistake.
They couldn't even spread them out over 2 years.
and now what do we got? We've got earthquake movies. Who cares?
That's who cared. And we got Hercules movies.
Hercules.
Hercules.
You're gonna make fun of every single thing I say.
Hercules.
You say Reese's Pieces
What do you say?
consistently,
Hercules potato
constantly.
Heynong man.
Heynong man.
What do you say if not Reese's Pieces? That's what they're called.
Reese's Pieces.
What?
They're the brand
Listen.
and the thing. Yeah.
These are small pieces of Reese's. They're smaller pieces.
Okay.
Like, give me a pieces of those Reese's.
All right. Very good.
It's spelled that way on the packaging. I don't understand.
I agree.
believe so.
It's very strange.
That's like, remember, E.T. said E.T. phone home, Reese's Pieces.
He never said the name of the candy or anything.
Pretty
like
sure
that.
he did.
It's his
What if he
favorite candy. Of course he said
He
it.
says it like
What if he said
constantly.
"E.T. no homo"?
Let's chase that down.
Yeah.
What if he said that?
What if he said
What
that?
do you think?
Yeah.
We were
You're
talking about
you're
that in the
tickled by
office
that.
yesterday. I
Yeah.
thought it was really E.T. no homo.
Oh,
That's all he
So
wanted.
you tested it
That's
out
the
there.
only-
How did it go in the room yesterday?
Really well.
Really?
Yeah. What if
'Cause
he
it's-
came down and that's all he wanted to just let us
I
know?
mean, did you and the people in this office, did you invent different scenarios whereby E.T. would find themselves saying E.T. no homo? Or were you just saying it to each other over and over again?
No, that was the scenario. Of
Okay,
like,
so he comes down to Earth.
his ship is not broken. He
Okay.
just wanted to let us all know that.
So he says, E.T. no homo.
and then flies away.
It's not that his ship was broken. It's that he was abandoned.
Oh, that's true. That's a good point.
He and his little friends got scared
What do
off.
you think about his little friends? Like, how long does it take them to realize they left him behind? You know what I mean? Like, why does
Well,
he have to call them?
I think
What
it's,
do they think he jumped out of the airlock or something?
You're being very harsh about E.T.'s friends. I would say that it's
no
not
friends of ETs, I think.
It's not that maybe it's not that they took them that long to notice he was missing, but that we don't know about their space travel, what is involved in it, and perhaps they came back to the same spot. E.T.'s not there anymore. They're looking for him. E.T., where are you?
You think they came back several times in between him getting left behind and then Halloween occurs and then...
I think we have been visited on Earth by extraterrestrials.
Whoa.
Countless times.
All right,
Mike, are you okay?
All right, hey,
This is something. This is
No,
something.
let him do this.
This is something that is I'm very passionate about this.
Wow.
We have been visited by extraterrestrials,
Wow.
and we continue to be visited by them. And they are sitting in judgment upon us.
Wow.
All right, very good.
Do you think different? Wow. And is your conjecture that E.T. is like a ripped from the headlines documentary type of movie?
My conjecture, Mr. Mantzoukas, if I may be so bold.
Please do.
And if you'll
I'll
allow
allow it.
Please boldly
But
go
watch
where no one
yourself,
has gone
counselor.
before.
My conjecture is this. Every depiction of an alien visitation you have seen in film, television, books, I don't count plays, although I think there's very few, is based on true events.
Oh. So every single time there's been an alien in something. So like Starman?
Yeah. Wow. Starring Jeff Bridges, that one?
Sure, yeah.
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 What was the one?
Earth
where-
Girls Are Easy?
That's right.
Howard the
Starring
Duck.
Jeff Goldblum, Damon Wayans.
Howard was from
A different
another
universe,
dimension.
a different dimension.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
Yeah.
That's all bullshit.
Yeah.
There's only one dimension. We're
was
living in it.
How about Men in Black?
Yes.
Okay, because that's like all different aliens of different races.
You're
different-
telling me.
You got the Michael Jackson alien.
Yep.
Others.
What was the one with Kyle MacLachlan? The Hidden.
Blue Velvet.
Also based on true events.
It was?
That's right.
True events that happened to the actors that appear in the film?
After the movie was made. How about that for a mind blower?
Whoa!
Yeah, that's right.
Wow. I
Blue
did
Velvet,
not see that coming.
Blue Velvet came true.
What about
So it was predictive.
Yeah, it was predictive.
What about other alien movies like Species?
You happy
Is that a
with that?
real one or are you making that
You
up?
happy with that? You proud of that?
I almost feel like you're making that up. Who was in Species?
Natasha Henstridge.
Did you almost say Leggero?
Maybe. Well, guys, this has been a lot of fun, but hey,
And the only one that's made up is the one with Manny Patinkin where he drinks the sour milk to get drunk.
Yentl.
That's right. My favorite science fiction film,
Yep.
Yentl.
Yentl. A race of alien Jews come to Earth.
What if
Disguised as
Hasidic
women.
Jews were aliens, man?
Yeah, man.
Hey, man.
Did you just get stoned?
Yeah, man.
Hey, man.
Hey, man.
Hey, brother.
What if...
You know what would be crazy, man? If all the Hasidic Jews were aliens, brother.
Heynong Man.
Heynong Man.
Well, speaking of Heynong Man, we only have one feature left in the show, and that's a little something called Plugs.
I could write a plug about 1,000 ways.
Oh, boy.
Tom Waits.
Up the plug
That's
bag.
cool.
Let me hear you say, oh, your upcoming content, your closing sentence. Plugs will always be your favorite goddamn part. So let me hear you say,
Wow.
Holy cow.
That's a lot. That is a lot of stuff.
That was something else.
It really was. That was Plugs 2 getting plugsier by Face Like Thunder.
I liked that.
Yeah.
He was doing Tom Waits, right?
Doing a very Tom
Sort of
Waits.
a Tom Waits thing, but do you think the music was like Tom Waits?
Yeah.
or-
No, the
Yeah.
music sort of reminded me of sort of Van Morrison.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's what I
okay.
thought too. Yeah.
Astro Weeks era.
So in taking two different influences and doing sort of a mashup, he came up with something new.
which I think is I think that's the inspiration for a lot of people.
Fantastic.
We are a collection of our influences.
Thank you so much, Face Like Thunder. If you have a Plugs theme that's similar or even dissimilar to that one, head on over to earwolf.com.
So you would accept same or different?
Sure. If you want to just do that one again, sure. I'll accept it.
Challenge to the listeners. Call to action.
We haven't heard any covers of these Plug songs. You know? Or even parodies, like Weird Al style parodies of these Plug
But
songs.
listen, if
Plug
you-
songs?
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be great.
If you're going to do it, make sure you pick the longest ones.
Have you guys ever put them out in a compilation?
Oh, that would be great. That's my dream.
That's your dream?
Yeah, well,
You accused me of false hopery earlier.
False hopery?
All right, what do we want to plug?
Ooh, when my house smells bad, I put some hopery around.
Are you proud of that one?
It's contagious. I feel like I'm next. Heynong man.
Heynong man.
All right, guys, what do I want to plug? July.
Oh, yeah. What do you want to plug? You ask us. Hey, guys. Oh,
Hey,
what
guys,
do I want
what
to
do
plug?
I
want
myself.
to plug?
As I get ready to figure out what I want to plug.
You started with "Hey guys," then you said, "What do I want to plug?" Like we're all sitting at your feet.
I'm not on fucking trial here. This is my show.
Oh, but you are.
Oh, but you are.
Yes,
the
that's right.
trial of life.
Celestial beings are looking down on you, judging your every moment.
Permission to approach the bench.
Permission granted, but watch yourself, count. All right, we're all counting down.
That's not a thing.
I don't know.
Permission to approach the bench, but watch yourself. Count.
What if?
Don't do anything weird on the way over here. Don't try your funny walks.
He's got a gun!
All right, we're all just counting down to July 9th when...
I thought you were going to say to death.
To death as well. But this will fill the time until then. July 9th, new episodes of Comedy Bang Bang, the TV show, start with Kid Cudi as our new band leader. As I said to Jason, I've seen 10 of these, or we've edited 10 of them, and I'm very proud of them. July 9th is when he starts, and that's fun, right? And then
Great plug, Mr. Rockman.
I feel like...
And that's fun, right? Question mark.
I feel like the second half of season 3 is coming to Netflix this week. I think maybe even on Friday. I'm not sure.
You feel like they have a feeling about that?
Well, no. Here's my theory about it. Is
What
I know
theory?
Well, I haven't seen any confirmation on it, but the theory is that it's a 6-month window. People always say, "Well, when are your episodes coming to Netflix?" It's a 6-month window from the one. The one that airs last in each 10-episode block. Right. So I believe
what is
they
happening right
they ended on Friday, December 19th, and I believe
Mr. Ackerman?
Yeah.
I think you need to lie down, sir.
Why?
I think you're having some troubles.
What do you mean? What did I say? It's
No, keep working it out. 6 months from when?
6 months from the last
how about
episode.
this? Check Netflix and see if the second half of the season
I
is
think
on.
it's happening this week.
Oh, God damn
This is exhausting to do this with you guys. I just want to exist.
If you have fast forwarded 15 seconds, this conversation is still happening.
Anyway, people want to know this shit. What am I supposed to not tell them?
No, they want to know the thought process behind all of it.
Yep.
You asked me.
Oh, boy. Oh,
You son of a bitch.
Don't yell.
You're the one who asked me. I said I think that it's coming out this week,
keep
and
it
you treated me
together.
like I was some idiot.
Keep it-
Why don't I know? Well,
Welcome.
this is why.
Welcome to Comedy Bang Bang, hosted by Jason Mantzoukas, Scott Armstrong.
Scott Armstrong, our other friend.
Oh, boy.
Hey, now.
Heynong, man. I don't want to hear
I
about
was going to say that you died trying to get that plug out.
All right. Anyway, but I think it's coming up this week. So check out Netflix, I think, at the end of the week, around the 19th, probably. And that is, and I know that I have an issue of Secret Wars Journal coming out. That
nice.
I wrote a 10-page story for a Doc Samson story set in
Nice. Green hair?
Set in Greenland, yes.
Is the green hair featured in it?
I believe so, although I haven't seen the colored version yet. I've just seen the art.
Greenland is the part of Battle World that the Hulk controls.
Yes.
All the Hulks.
Yes. So that'll be coming out next month, I believe.
What is everyone talking about?
We're talking about comic books. We both wrote a story in the
Deadpool
death
250.
the death of Deadpool issue.
Yeah,
Greenland-
I enjoyed your story immensely.
Greenland, the country?
Not really, but yes.
It's or a
the
place
war-
that they're calling Greenland.
Yeah, the war zone called Greenland.
It's a little
because
confusing.
Everyone's a Hulk.
Doctor Doom is. I don't want to get into it, but Doctor Doom has created an entire world where people control
Patchwork quilt of a world.
Correct.
Now, let me ask you this.
Yes, Mike.
His name is supposed to be Victor Von Doom?
Correct.
So Von Doom is an actual family name.
Of
Well,
course.
now-
he has a son, Christian Von Doom.
What is worse, that or in the Ultimate Universe, they changed it to Van Damme?
No.
Like Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's
Yeah.
ludicrous.
And that's even more ludicrous.
And he was
isn't it?
constantly doing splits up on a kitchen counter?
Do you think that he did that just in life once and was like, oh, gotta put this in a movie?
Really?
Like he saw a mouse in his kitchen? He was like, eek. And then he thought, no, I shouldn't waste this.
No, got to put this in a movie, but I'll put killers in it. Attacking me.
George Takei.
This is getting weirder and weirder.
Hi, I'm George Takei.
What is, something's going on over there.
All right, that's all the plugs I have. Jason, what do you have to plug? Keeping in mind this is Hump Week of Hum Month.
Of course. Well, please do tune in to Talk and Tang with J Dog Zooks. No, please listen to How Did This Get Made on the Earwolf Podcast Network. That's happening in August. I'll be in a movie called Sleeping with Other People that will be out and is terrific. And
the Jason Mantzoukas story.
Yep. And that's it. That's what I got.
All right, Mike the janitor, what do you have?
Well, I of course, I got my Kickstarter, which funds the Indiegogo, which funds the GoFundMe. But I would also like to cede some of my plug time to a very funny guy named Paul F. Tompkins and let you know where you can find him. He's got his own podcast on this network.
It's a great podcast.
I've seen him around the offices. And by the way, what a great guy.
What a great guy.
Tips me at Christmas, even before his podcast started. Yep. He was here at the Christmas party, took me aside, said, "This is for you."
He brought a karaoke machine.
Which he donated to the studio.
What a great dude.
Anyone can use it.
He's the kind of guy that should be the head of this whole thing.
How so? What do you mean? Like the head of Earwolf?
He's the kind of guy that he knows everybody. He's involved. He's not just like an aloof, like figurehead.
Right.
Who doesn't care to know the employees.
Like a guy looking down from his tower.
Yeah, his
at all the
ivory
peasants
tower.
and peons.
Exactly.
When's you guys going to be done talking so I can talk?
Anyways, Spontaneous Nation Live is happening at Largo at the Coronet in West Hollywood on Friday the 19th of this month. That's this week.
Oh my God, that's when I believe I have a theory about our Netflix episodes coming out.
Oh boy. All right. Anyway, so
Heynong,
there might be some tickets left for that.
That'll be fun. Oh, you know what? But that'll be great at Largo.
Yeah.
Largo at the Coronet.
Largo at the Coronet.
At the Coronet. That's fantastic. On the 19th of June.
Really took the
wind out of your sails,
wind out of my
didn't I?
sails. Yes. The promotional wind out of my plug sales.
I forgot a couple of things I wanted to plug.
Please, more
Thank
you.
heavens you remembered.
You know what we need in this?
You guys,
more you.
You guys are going to feel real low when you hear what I'm about to plug.
Oh, I hope there's a theory involved.
I'm doing some charity appearances this weekend. No, I'll be at the Big Slick event in Kansas City this weekend.
Is that to clean up some oil?
No, I'm so sorry. Although you would be invited were it to be so.
Thank you.
But
I love cleaning up ducks.
We have a lot of stuff. That Big Slick is the event that Paul Rudd and
Robbie Riggle
and Jason Sudeikis and David Koechner and Eric Stonestreet put together in Kansas City, and there will be a celebrity bowling tournament and also an auction and all sorts of stuff. That'll be this weekend.
What are you going to do there?
I don't know. That's the thing. I was invited to go, and
It's fun. I've done it before.
You've done
it's
it
a great
before.
time.
What did you do there?
It's like a bunch of charity events. We played a game of
a softball game out on the
against
field.
the Royals, and then we went to a baseball game. We did a poker tournament. I think you guys are doing a bowling tournament.
We're doing a bowling tournament.
You visit a children. It's a fundraiser for a children's hospital. So you visit the hospital. It's a great event.
Yeah, it'll
Not
be
for
great.
the TV show.
What?
They're not funding the TV show.
Yeah, it's for Children's Hospital.
Oh, it's fun. Yes, Children's Hospital on Adult Swim.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
Yeah, no. Cartoon Network gives them no money.
Sounds like a shady fundraiser, if you ask me.
People, you can buy tickets to a lot of events at bigslickkc.com, and that is this weekend. And also, I want to thank some of our donors. Apparently, I came into the office today and was told that we are so backed up on donors being mentioned on the program. We're all the way still in 2014, and we have to start to do 3 a week. So I want to thank Carlos Diaz Boylot. Oh, that's a cool name. For a $100 donation. Thank you so much. Rachel Hadaway, we know you, of course, for $100. And then Mike Nyman for $150. Thank you so much.
When you said that's a cool name, why did you make that weird motion with your hand?
The one where I was like putting my thumb downwards towards the earth?
Yeah. What did that mean?
I mean, it's like gladiator times where like that putting your thumbs down means, yes, it's the greatest.
Oh, I think you might be misunderstanding entirely.
Yeah. I have a long
Gladiator
theory
movies.
about how wrong you are.
So thanks, guys, and keep sending those donations, and we'll try to get stuff out to you even quicker. Sorry about that.
Did you do your plugs, Mr. Mantzoukas?
Yeah,
pretty much. If you're if you're in New York at the end of June, come to the Del Close Improv Marathon at the Upright Citizens Brigade Theater. I'm doing a bunch of shows.
That'll be fun. And the
New
Comedy
York.
Bang Bang writers are doing improv there. And
nice.
I unfortunately will be out of the country.
Good.
Could not
So
attend.
it'll be a good show.
So New Yorkers, escape the smell of hot garbage and get into a
Disgusting
unair-conditioned
theater.
room. That's right.
If you want like swampy comedian smell, come to the Del Close Improv Marathon.
All right, let's close up the old plug bag.
Closing up the plug bag. Ding dong, ding dong, ding dong, ding dong, ding dong. Closing up the plug bag. Ding dong, ding dong, ding dong. Bro, that's a good song.
That's a good song.
That is a good song.
That song's okay. That's a great song.
I didn't like that song.
Was that even a song?
Oh, no. We have a new edition. All right. Oh, boy. It's just going to be... I wonder what this is going to be by the end of the year.
Heynong man.
Heynong man. Guys, thank you so much for being here. I don't like your tone, the way you were talking to me, but...
As ye sow, so shall ye reap.
That's true. Jason,
Did you feel ganged up on?
I do feel a bit Heynonged up on. And Jason...
Ganged up style.
Can't believe you didn't go. Why are you making fun of me?
I feel like he's catching this weird disease that you have. That's a thing I never would have said in my life ever.
All right, we'll see you next week. Thanks, bye.
This has been an Earwolf Media production. Executive producers Jeff Ulrich and Scott Ackerman. For more information, visit earwolf.com.
Earwolfradio.com. The wolf dead.